What is going on, everybody? Brendan here, Dad Planet, another What's Sold on eBay video. 15 more bolos coming your way. All items that I sold the week of July 1st through the 7th. Hopefully you can find these or something similar, get it in your stores, get them listed and get them sold as well. So we're gonna talk about 15 sales that I made this past week. But before we get into that, I actually wanna show you something that I just sourced in store today that I think I can get $250 for. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into the video. All right, so take a look at this thing. It's just a normal looking clock, I suppose, right? Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar with the big green egg, these are like and I'll put pictures on the screen. These are like big, huge ceramic grills that are shaped, obviously, like an egg, and they're really popular. This company, I think, is headquartered in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. I don't remember exactly where, but these things are like hugely popular right now. The grills come with a lifetime warranty, which is nice. So they say that the thing will never rust, it will never jam, which, you know, I think is nice because of the price tag. They're expensive. What you also have with this company is they have a following for their merchandise. So this right here is one of the items that is like super hard to find just based on the research that I've done right now. I'm gonna turn it on here in a second, but it's battery operated with the hands on the clock. And then when you turn it on, it lights up, and there's two functions. So the outer one is green, the interior one is white. You flick it again and then it blinks, and then it turns off. So I think I'm gonna price this guy at $250. If I've gotten the listing done already, I'll put it up on the screen so that you can see it. But the retail price, like the dealer price when these were sold, I think was around 125 bucks. So I think for something this rare, 250 bucks is pretty fair. So keep your eye out for big, not just the obvious big green egg grills, but the merchandise that comes along with them, because a lot of them are bolos. All right, party people, 1715 with 1,100 in net sales. I mean, I'm used to doing about triple this. So yeah, very, very slow. Lots of appliances this week for me, but slow sales overall, even though the selling costs look like they're pretty reasonable. Average sales price also looking nice. Quantity sold down relative to last year, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's get into the first one. So Yankee Candle, now the November Rain scent, especially in the larger sizes, is highly, highly desirable. And so when I saw that, I purchased it. These were in a bag of like 6 of the minis. These are like the 4-ounce ones, so they're small. And I sold this one for, I took an offer, $21.24 with $3.99 in shipping. So buyer is $25.23 all in. Like I said, I think it cost me about $1.50. I think the bag was $10 and there were 6 of these mini ones in there. But if you find the November Rain in the 22-ounce, you're going to make a lot of money. I'll put the comps up on the screen, so make sure you are looking for that. There are a lot of Yankee Candle candles that sell for $100, $200, even $300. In some cases, even pre-owned. Yankee Candle November Rain gonna fall in like maybe the $50, $60, $70 range, brand new, especially as we lead up to fall season. So keep that in mind. But I saw this one and I had to grab it because I knew somebody would just bite on it. And you know, $1.50 to get 21, I'm okay with that. So we'll move on to the next one. The video game category, the #1 selling category on eBay. If you ask me, it just never fails. It's always good, every year, every month. So this Nintendo Amiibo, I don't know if this is retired or not, Yarn Yoshi, it took a little bit of time to sell. I wasn't expecting it to take as long as it did, even though, you know, we're talking maybe 3 months, 4 months, I don't know. It's not terrible in the grand scheme of things, especially with the way I price. But it did eventually sell. It was for the 3DS, and I got full price for it. $29.99 with $3.99 in shipping, so $33.98 buyer is all in pre-tax. Cost me $4. Knew it when I saw it, grabbed, didn't even bother looking up the comps, threw it in the cart, moved on, and we will move on to the next one here. Arizona Diamondbacks baseball hat. It is a starter cap, and I ended up getting $40 for this. I'm taking you through the pictures here. Not in mint condition, but far from bad condition. It was in really good condition considering it is pre-owned. So starter, the right hat, I got full price for it. Had this one for 2 or 3 months as well. $3.99 in shipping. Buyer is $43.99 all in. I paid $1.99 for it. Starter the right hat. Not every single one of those particular styles for starter hats will get you a really high price, but a lot of them will. So every time you see it, make it a point to scan it in store, look it up, do your due diligence. We'll move on to the next one. This one surprised me. Not surprised me because I priced it at $100. I wasn't just, noticing comparables in the $20 range and then shot for $100. So yes, I saw the prices in store previously and then listed it high because I had seen comparable sales like in that price range. But I held on to this for a long time. You look at those pictures, the room that you are watching me on was empty. So this was around for quite a while. List and forget. Proctor Silex Oven Master Toaster model 033330, and I ended up getting full price for it eventually. List it and forget it. I'll show you some of the pictures. Glass front, very clean, and somebody paid $100 for it. Isn't that crazy? Where's the model number? Hamilton Beach. I think I left Hamilton Beach out of there, and I don't know why. There might have been a reason that I did that, but I don't recall what it was. 03330 is the model number that you see right there. And the buyer paid $15.35 in shipping, so they are $115.34 all in. This cost me $6.99. Lots of appliances selling. Here is another one, Black & Decker FC150R Infrawave countertop toaster, cooker, whatever you want to call it. This one also got full price, $79.99 with $16.65 in shipping, so $96.64. This buyer is all in. This one cost me $7.99. The thing about this unit is, you can see here, it looks like there's burn marks. It gets really, really hot at the top. So if you're getting something like this, you really can't put anything on top. Now, I don't know if that's like a design flaw or whatever, but it's kind of crazy. So I made sure to take pictures of the interior, like the interior top, just to show that it wasn't like burning a hole through the top there from the inside. But yeah, it's still sold, and I'm assuming that the buyer is happy. I tested this, so usually when I'm testing these, I'll throw a piece of toast in there or whatever. And sometimes I will add that picture. I don't know why I didn't in this scenario, but it's just proof that it works. So keep your eye out for it. $80. That's a great price. We'll move on to the next one. Cross stitch garage sale season. Found this for $2. Believe Mary Engelbright. Felt Santa. This is model number 86682, and it was brand new in the package. Pretty rare, and I got full price for this, $129.99 with $3.99 in shipping. So buyer is $133.98 all in. I remember going to this garage sale, and when I found it and looked up the comparables, I was like, do you happen to have any more cross stitch, like literally anywhere in your house? Like, will you go look? Because obviously I wanted to, it's almost like where there's one, there's many, but it sounded like that was the only one. And but I'm happy with it. What a sale. Can't complain. Cross stitch, so many cross stitch patterns, brand new in the package, that are selling for over $100. Like that market has stayed consistent for the past 3 years that I've been actively looking for cross stitch. So keep that in mind. If you're not sourcing cross stitch, make sure you're looking that stuff up in store, because it's very unassuming. The stores usually miss it, and you can make a lot of money when you find a good one. We'll move on to the next one. Guy Harvey. This isn't going to wow anybody at the end of the day. Just a simple $20 shirt, but it was a really neat pattern. Stingray City Cayman Islands front and back, and the shirt was in excellent condition. I'll show you the back. It's got a really neat graphic on it. This was a cool shirt. $20 or $3.99 in shipping. I took an offer. Got good feedback on it, so that was nice. So they're $23.99 all in. Cost me $1.99. It's fishing season, so easy sale. We'll move on to the next one. This surprised me a little bit. Brooks Ravenna 7. I don't recall. I'll put the comparables on the screen. I don't recall there being tons of comparables in this one, and I had to take the pictures on a day where outside just wasn't going to work, so I wasn't 100% satisfied with them, even though they're pretty clear and clean looking. Outside is always preferred for picture taking, and especially in overcast weather, so keep that in mind. And then a little bit of wear, but not too much on the soles, but I got $35 for them. What can I tell you? Black, red, silver. And the buyer paid $8.85 in shipping, so they're $43.85 all in. I paid $4.39 for them. I am low on shoes, so I'm not selling as many, and I'm not finding as many out in the stores. The stores that I'm sourcing locally here don't have tons of pairs of shoes lately, so I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're pulling them online or they're just not getting the donations. I'm not really sure what that's all about. But I did also find these ones at a Goodwill. So Solomon, another fantastic sale. XA Pro 3D. These ones, did I get full price for them? No, $42.49 is what I got for these, with $10 in shipping. So buyer is $52.59 all in. I paid $4.39. They were in decent condition. I did wash them. And let's take a look at the soles really quickly. There you go, a little bit of heel wear, and I think did I disclose that? Somewhere at the heels, yep, disclose any and all potential flaws. So good sale on that one. We'll move on to the next one. Again, another video game item, a PS2. I had to piece this together. I had to buy this cord separate. This came separate, the actual console for like $3.99 at a thrift store that I don't normally go to, but I powered it up and it was functioning correctly. So at $3 or $4 I took a chance on it. Spent $6 on this, and then I don't remember, I think maybe another $2 or $3 to get these controllers. So I had to kind of piece it and part it together, but once I did, I ended up getting $85 for this with $29 in shipping. So the buyer is $113.99 all in. Let's call it $10, $13, in between $10 and $13 once it was all said and done. I mean, what can I say that I haven't already said about the video game category? Like, if you are struggling and you feel like you're in the summer slowdown or whatever, you believe in the summer slowdown, focus on video games, focus on electronics. Those two categories, but way more video game than electronic, still doing phenomenally well. So hopefully that helps you. If you're feeling the pinch in July, we'll move on to the next one. Brand new pair of pants, brand new pair of shoes, brand new pair of pants. Are these shoes or these pants? Let me know in the comments because I'm losing my mind. Anyway, this is a black pair of Lucky brand pants. Now, I normally wouldn't pick these up if they were pre-owned, unless, of course, there was good comparable data. But these are brand new, so they were worth a second look to me. They are 361 vintage straight style men's black jeans, size 42-32, and I got full price for them at $35. So this was a nice sale. $8.85 in shipping, $43.84. The buyer is all in. These cost me $4.99 at a Goodwill. And I always make it a point, no matter what the brand is, to look up, well, within reason, because some brands, they're just not worth anything. But if they're brand new and they have the tags, I'm always checking them out. So maybe you'll do the same. But yeah, this was a good one, especially on a pair of denim jeans that were black. So a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. That's what we do. Anyway, next one. This was really cute. Kate Spade teapot. This was brand new, still had the tag attached to the bottom. I'll show you right here in just a second. Kate Spade, and it's a partnership with Lennox. So all in good taste, Deco Dot tea kettle. And I got $50 for this. This is amazing. So $50 and $11.75 the buyer paid in shipping. So there's $61.75 all in. This cost me $4.99. Yeah, $4.99. So a huge return. $50 on 5. Cute. Comparable sales data to back it up. Easy sale. We'll move on to the next one. Now, never in like my wildest dreams would I ever think that I would accept a $100 offer on a $150 item asking price. In this instance, because while I believe travel is picking up and doing well, it's still not to 100% capacity, in my opinion, at least based on sales volume for like luggage related items. Now, for me, again, is a no-brainer. That's a brand that it's a Bolo brand you all want to look for. If you're new to it, I'll take you through some of the pictures, but because I wanted to move this and it was sitting for a while, I took $100 on it with $15.70 in shipping. So the buyer is $114.70 all in. It cost me $6, but in normal months, maybe I'm waiting a little bit longer to get the full price for this, but because I had seen my sales kind of taper off and they're moving a little bit slower, and you couple that with how I'm feeling about the travel industry right now, I was much more inclined to take an offer on an item like this under these circumstances than I otherwise would be. So $100 was still a fair deal on 6, but again, try not to do that often if you can. Like, if comparables were consistent in the $150 range, like, that's where you should be too. Like, don't be afraid to hold out until you get that price. Again, unless you're desperate or unless like sales are slow, like I get all those excuses. So anyway, move that one. We'll move on to the next one. I picked this sewing machine up at a garage sale for $25. It was missing the foot pedal, and it's the Viking #1 300th anniversary sewing machine. And so I couldn't fully test it, so I had to sell it non-working for parts and repair. And I think I had it listed for much higher, maybe $175. But again, another instance where I didn't want to mess with this one for too long because, again, I had no way to really know that it worked. Somebody gave me a $100 offer. and I took it. So they got the sewing machine for $100, and then $27.28 was shipping. So they are $127.28 all in. Even at $25, like, I thought I could get $175 for it, and again, maybe if I waited a little bit longer I could have, but my interest this particular week in eBay was move as much as I could because sales were dropping like a fly. So that was a nice little parting gift for that item at a garage sale. And then the last one, I had this for over a year. I used to sell a ton of bread makers, but again, that was pandemic, and we're out of it now. So seeing this one go, even though I had it for 13 months, was a really nice surprise. I paid $20 for this on Facebook Marketplace, and I sold it for full price, $120 with $19.12 shipping. So the buyer is $139.11 all in. Panasonic SD-BT56P. Worked like a charm. Made a nice little loaf of bread right there for you. Yeah, that's it. That's it, y'all. 15 more in the books. Hopefully you learned something. Leave a like if you did or you liked what you saw, and then consider subscribing to the channel if you are not already. I'm giving away $1,000 worth of inventory. I'm going to ship it right to your doorstep, but you have to be subbed to the channel in order to win. Brendan here, Dad Planet. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.